Job, Mom.
No, you did not. Where? All right. Yeah, 100%. Okay, so now we're recording. All right. So, welcome to what is this? Our third episode, fourth episode? I want to say this is episode 4. Yeah, so episode 4 of the Scuffed Streamer Alliance podcast, where we talk about basically everything Tarkov, first-person shooter games, just games that we're playing in general, with a more heavy focus on Tarkov than most games, because it's basically all of our main games. Yeah, Tarkov wiped.
For now.
Yeah, for now. If Chef doesn't rage quit Tarkov forever.
Jesus Christ. Hey, shithead.
Hi.
Over here. Stop.
For those of you who aren't watching the video side of this, Stungy's cat is trying to rip his shit apart. Yeah, let's go ahead and knock out introductions. A little weird because we're doing this live for the first time, but yeah. We'll go ahead and start with Mr. Sheffrey.
Hello, I am Mr. Sheffrey, aka Chef the Shooter, for those of you that don't know. The one, the only, the extremely handsome.
The forehead.
Okay.
Yeah, my hair is trying to run away from the rest of my face, so we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, I stream on Twitch. I've been gaming for my whole life. I'm 33 now, so that's a long time.
All right.
And I'm also scuffed as hell.
I mean, yeah, if they saw the setup for this and the beginning of this, then yeah, they would all know. All right, anyway, Mr. Bungo.
I am Stungies. I'm 25, so I'm the youngest of the.
We can tell by your mustache. Don't worry.
Okay. At least I have some hair in my face.
Oof.
What?
Mostly
hair
your
on my
forehead.
face is oh, okay.
Yeah, what you make up with your beard, you compensate with forehead.
Take off your hat for a second, Stungies.
No, it's okay. There's just long, lustrous locks under this hat, and you will never know. I mostly play Tarkov, any first-person shooters. I don't do a lot of
anything else.
Or anything else, really. I mean, I play Fall Guys here and there, some little indie games. But
we played Fall Guys one time, bro.
Yeah, so I played a different game one time.
Okay. Add it to the repertoire.
It's on my resume. That's pretty much it. From Wisconsin, I like guns, and I like Coors Light.
Hell yeah.
And whiskey. And I'm still scuffed.
Yeah, we know. All right, everybody. I am Berserk Bowser. Oh God, nope. Nori, don't take away my headset. Thank you. As you can tell, scuffed. I have 2 dogs that constantly try and rip my stuff out of the wall. Who are amazing. We love them.
All the pets are attacking.
Yeah, all the pets are attacking.
The pets have turned on us, guys. It's that time. The world's gonna end.
Let's see, 30 years old, active duty, Navy. Play basically everything that I enjoy on Twitch. If I am playing a game, I'm basically live every time. I do post to YouTube. I'm trying to get a little bit more regular about that. You can find me on YouTube, same name. Yeah. So, we're going to roll straight into this Scuffed as Fuck podcast. You may see animals running around. They do like to be here, but yeah. All right, so Tarkov has wiped. Tarkov wiped on the 29th of June. Supposed to be on the 30th. They kind of trolled us for it. I'm okay with that. I was hoping for a harder troll. I wanted them to just wipe after their podcast a couple weeks ago. But we're about 12 days into the wipe. How is everyone doing?
I wish it would have been a little bit later.
That's because you
some
broke yourself.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. That was the worst day the worst week to have that happen.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know what happened, Stungies decided to make a hand and boat sandwich.
Yeah.
And broke his hand like the day before the wipe.
Yeah, it's still broken.
He just doesn't care anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has since rednecked his way out of a broken arm by sawzalling the cast off of his own arm.
I mean, if anybody is wondering how to take a cast off, you just get a Dremel and a small drill bit, and you just don't cut your wrist. You just right before you touch your wrist, you let off. And
Hell yeah.
just hope you don't die.
Chef, tell me about your 12 days of wipeness so far.
I wanted to reset my account day 3.
I think it was day 2. I think it was day 2.
Something like that. Yeah, I still contemplate it. I have like wet dreams about it at night of having my original like starting stuff back and just starting over again. But apparently, which I didn't know, that when Nikita pushes the quote unquote button, he literally just hits a button that says everybody's account is reset and you are not allowed to do it again for 22 days or some shit like that. So I can't do that.
Yeah, because I think right now you're at what, probably 10% survival rate, maybe 12.
No, I actually checked it. I'm actually at 40%.
Hey, look at you. It's not as bad as you think.
That I'm pretty sure that also counts scavs. So all your overall stats seem to include scav runs and shit.
No. So it's a common misconception, right? So,
your KD 100% counts scavs.
No, it counts killing scavs, not the people that you kill while you're a scav.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, I mean, it counts scavs also.
Yeah, 100%. But your survival percentage is strictly just your PMC and stuff like that. Boys, I am about to hit 1,000 hours in Tarkov. Chef over here with like 9,000.
Rookie numbers.
I got 1,100.
Yeah, 1,100, still the lowest level in the group. Oof.
Shut up.
Almost probably at this point close to 4,000 hours and still garbage, and literally the poorest one in the group. So I don't see where the disconnect is.
I don't think you're the poorest, money wise, yeah, but stash value, you probably.
Yes, stash value, you're definitely not the poorest. You just refuse to sell shit because you want to be the barter king and don't understand.
Yeah, that's how because I can't survive raids. I need to be able to.
I understand that, but you need to sell everything in the beginning.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think
Mine's
so.
at 10 million stash
Different
value.
strokes for different folks, right? Isn't that what they say?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, you haven't been surviving to
I feel like I've been having a stroke
the whole time. He's only stroking, chat. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there were a fuck ton of updates with this patch. I mean, they added new guns. We have the G36 and all of its variants, which the first probably 7 days of wipe, I would say, was just as trash as every other M4. I mean, the recoil on it's great, and it shoots at 1,100 RPM or something like that. But 5.56 up until as of recently was garbage. Then you have the RD704, which is the new 7.62 AK model that came out, fully auto, destroys the mutant in almost every capacity, especially once you meta kit that thing out. Watching Landmark just absolutely slay lobbies with that shit, and the gun doesn't move, is kind of scary.
Well, it's basically a 7.62 AK, but with RPK recoil, right?
Correct.
I mean,
yeah,
it's closer to the 7.62 variant of an RPK than it is a regular AK.
Yeah.
I think.
And then they added, the 5.45 AK, which is essentially the STM version of the AK. It's only semi-auto. I mean, it's good. It handles very well, but it 5.45 is still kind of eh. It's only good early game. So I mean, new guns are always good. We'll always take more guns in Tarkov, even though half the time, we barely get the ability to use them. So.
Well, we also got the break action shotgun, right? The MP18.
Yeah. So it's a shotgun that shoots 7.62 by 54R, but it is a shotgun. Okay.
How is that a shotgun?
Because so the MP18, right? The way that gun actually works is
just an insert.
It's an insert that goes in it.
Okay, because I have that. I have a shotgun. My break action single shot takes inserts.
Yeah. It's an insert that goes in it. There's just no ability to change it to an actual single shot shotgun.
So is it some kind of fabricated tube that goes inside of the barrel of the shotgun to hold the 7.62 by 54R?
100%.
It's milled out to fit a regular shotgun shell, but then it only fits whatever shell, because mine has 9mm 45, 308.
Stungy's has an adjustable hole.
Yeah.
100%, man.
Fits every size.
One size fits all.
So I mean that shit was awesome. I've played around a little bit with the single shot break action. It's fun. It is not accurate. But I mean that's also the reality of that gun. Is just the gun itself is not accurate. It's meant to be a shotgun.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it does slap though, right? Like the sights on it are very clean.
Oh, 100%.
Like those front sights are crispy.
Unlike the G36 sights, which are literally trash.
It seems like it's so I haven't even seen one yet, right? But it seems like it's like looking into a toilet bowl.
Yeah, kinda.
Just like you're just staring into a black hole in outer space.
Yeah, it makes me miss the like the Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 G36A, because those were some clean sights. And then you come to this and you're like, oh, this is terrible.
But is that actually like the standard optic that comes on it, or
no? So yes, but also no. It really depends on the variant that you buy. It does change how the gun actually looks and even how the gun performs. So yeah. Ammo changes. So they did a bunch of ammo buffs and like buffs and nerfs and kind of like weird shit to try and get things around. I still think wholeheartedly that we are going to be in a 7.62 like BP meta by the end of this, because that RD 704 is just ridiculous. But as of recently, they did change 5.56, so 5.56 is a little bit better now. It kind of, with how fast those guns shoot, it will fucking absolutely decimate somebody. But I don't think it can do much for like the super late game of Tarkov, right? Like when we're like 4 months into this wipe, I don't think you're gonna see 5.56 fucking coming out on top.
yeah, I would probably agree. I mean, the BP 7.62 BP just hits so fucking hard regardless.
Yeah.
And the guns that shoot it are extremely fast.
I think the only guns that even remotely get close to it are the Scars. Like the 7.62 variant of the Scar, it just melts.
What happened?
I'm interested to see how things play out for the guns for this wipe, and you know what considers to be the best, because I don't even know if they changed like recoil values or anything on any of these guns to kind of try and like level things out, because last wipe, man, it was M80, M62, and 7.62. That was it. If you weren't running those, you weren't killing people. Yeah. What are your overall thoughts so far on the wipe?
I mean, I'm actually taking this wipe seriously this time, so I'm enjoying it more. But now that I'm behind by like a week, it's a struggle because you guys are flying ahead and you don't have the same quests as I do, so you don't need to go to the places I do or the room I need to go in. So it's kind of a pain in the ass for me.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, we play the majority of Tarkov together as a group. There is normally a fourth. His name is Jopa the Great. Follow him on Twitch. He's a fantastic dude.
Also follow him on OnlyFans.
Yeah, and
Only Jopey fans.
Yeah. Complete joke, by the way. Anyway,
I'm gonna go check the top search results on OnlyFans and see Jopey the Great up there. Top searched.
he's
Start a hashtag.
you know, we're normally a 4-man. We work pretty well together. It's our comms can be very scuffed sometimes because, you know, you got Jopa who starts shooting somebody and goes silent because he's focused on trying to kill that person. You got, you know, people like Bungo who's like, he's over there.
Hey,
Which he's trying to get better. He's trying to get better. I will give him the benefit of the doubt. He actually gave us a good call out earlier. I was very surprised. You know, and a lot of it is, you know, most of these guys, like Bungo, this is the first time that he's really going like hard into Tarkov this wipe, because last wipe, for some reason, 4 months in, was like, hey, I want a task. And that was like a week of catching him up on fucking tasks.
It was kind of nice though, because at that point nobody's going for like the easy ones. Like Pocket Watch was a breeze.
Yeah, but I mean, let's
Nobody
be
knows.
real.
Pocket Watch was such a bitch this way for me.
Every quest has been a bitch for you.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's a whole different story, right? We talk about comms and shit, and I like to think that my comms are fairly decent sometimes. My biggest problem is that I'm a fucking attempted demon, and I like to like push fights, and I want to be like up close and personal.
Yeah.
So by the
Like
time
Chad, but his real name was
happen,
Charles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it's Chadwick the Third. Okay. Went to a very nice private school.
No, I mean,
I'm dead.
Some self-criticism's good, right? Because I mean, 100%, like all of us have our own like issues with Tarkov, right? Bungo tries to fucking W key at people with a fucking Mosin, and then half the time gets slapped the fuck up. But
and then heals himself and does surgery in the middle of the open.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't die.
Here's
like 30 feet from where we saw the guy.
I didn't die.
Here's the big thing, though, right?
Know how.
This is Bungo's fatal flaw, right? Because on normal, almost every raid, Bungo fucking W keys at somebody, fucking misses his shot with the Mosin, gets tapped, and then goes AFK.
Hey, I have no useful information after that.
Cue the chirping sounds.
It's you got Chef who W keys more than he should. I mean, reality is we all W key, 100%. Like I couldn't consider anybody in our group really like a true what you would classify in Tarkov as a rat, somebody camping in corners and shit like that.
Name one.
No, not really, because he really doesn't. Because he tries to keep up with us almost every time. It's just most of the time at the end of the fight, he's the last one alive, and he's like, "I'm just gonna fucking leave," which is okay. I mean, I'm not gonna fault him for that, because if some dude slaps up 4 of us, I don't expect that man to fucking try and beat the shit out of the dude who just killed the rest of the team. If Chef just fucking W keying at people and trying to push fucking fights with like half put together guns this early in the wipe, getting smacked on by some dude.
Hey, listen, my AK last raid was fucking pretty good.
But
that guy didn't shoot me in my legs. I think I would have been alright.
The reality is too is this and this runs me into one of the biggest things that I think is killing this wipe is like the new animations are solid. Right, I love the new animations. They make everything look good. You can do shit while you're running now. Like that's awesome. The amount of desync this wipe has been ridiculous. 2 raids ago, not even more than an hour ago, I leaned out, shot at somebody, leaned back in, and then once my face was behind a tree, I died. And the dude's directly in front of me, and there's no fault on that guy. I mean, on his screen, I was probably still sticking my head out like a fucking idiot. But desync has been wild this wipe. Just feels like...
Even on scavs.
Oh, 100%.
They made all these changes to like the movement and stuff like that, which is good, but they didn't change any like the server issues.
Yeah.
If you're going to do one before the other, I would fix the server before you start making movement changes.
Yeah, I mean... To be 100% frank, like with how Tarkov is, right, is Tarkov needs somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing with netcode, which I'm not saying I do, I'm not saying any of us do, because God knows we are not that technically inclined.
I'm not technically inclined at all. I'm
Jopa.
technically reclined.
Jopa should apply to be their network specialist.
But that's the thing, right? If it was just like a specialist, like keeping the servers up, like, yeah, I'm sure like Jopa or Bungo could do it. But like we're talking, they need somebody to rewrite the entirety of the netcode on how this fucking game runs, because there's certain things that just don't. It doesn't work. It's like you threw a plate of spaghetti against the wall, and just hope that shit sticks.
Well, common misconception, but that is the way that people used to test their spaghetti.
Oh, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Used to.
Yeah, I know. I still know people who do that.
I still do. I still throw that bitch at the fridge.
but like their netcode it's not there, right? And then you're talking about they're pushing this arena shit, which is supposed to go into testing in autumn, and they want this to be quote unquote esports ready. With the netcode that Tarkov has, it will fucking die.
Didn't they say that they're using separate servers for it?
They are, but you think that
if you
they
take
fucking...
a turd and you put another separate turd, it's still a fucking turd.
Yeah, like, so take it like this, Chef, right? If I take the engine out of a 1992 Honda Civic and I put it in a Lamborghini of a fucking server, it's still a 1992 Honda Civic.
Yeah, well,
but it looks cool.
You should have just blown the Honda Civic up. That was your first mistake.
But like, that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and we won't know, and who knows? Maybe they are behind the scenes. Maybe they finally hired an actual network engineer to get this stuff like hammered out, and maybe when Arena releases, they'll test the new netcode through there and then push it out to Tarkov. But it's like, dude, this shit has been going on like this forever, and it gets worse every wipe because they keep adding more shit, which is obviously making the servers struggle even more. You remember when fucking Lighthouse came out? You couldn't get more than 40 frames on that fucking map.
That's bad.
And then they're
maybe Meta will buy Tarkov.
Fuck Meta.
At least they have like decent
but
people that know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, but
isn't that Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Stungies. They'd censor half the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't shoot at people. You'd shoot confetti.
Flower
You'd shoot NFTs at them.
Pictures of Snoop Dogg and weird animals with hats on.
Yeah, it's.
Have you guys seen the Doge in Tarkov?
Yeah.
Or have you seen the clips of it?
I've seen
actually like
it's
is it
in
actually
Tarkov?
in there?
Yes.
Is it just like a random thing that spawns in every once? Like,
yep, and it can be anywhere on any map.
That's wild.
You guys see Wilson?
The volleyball?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on Lighthouse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, I have seen him. Overall, my thoughts so far on the wipe have been like I'm enjoying that Tarkov's back in early game, right? Like I love early game Tarkov. I think we all do.
I do not right now.
Well, no, I mean in general, right? I don't have to worry about running up against a slick gamer every, 4 raids. But should they have wiped for this? No. There's not enough shit to even justify a wipe. Like 4 or 5 guns, new animations. I mean, maybe they had to. It is possible, right? It is possible that they had to wipe
in order to like get something into game like integrated, so they can start running tests and shit.
Well, like,
or was it that we've been waiting for a wipe for a long time, and they just kind of said, "Here's a little bit." Wipe.
I mean, because like they already know, and we already know that it's going to be a short wipe, right? They've already said it.
Well,
like
no,
they lowered Kappa to 50 or whatever it is.
We're all assuming it's going to be a short wipe, right? Just because of how things are kind of going this wipe.
Yeah.
Because the other thing that Nikita put out was, hey, I want the first iteration of Streets out before autumn. It's July, so that gives the man 2 months. So are we gonna have a quick 3-month wipe?
I mean, have they released a map without a wipe? I guess I don't know. I thought they
not a full. I don't believe a full map. No, I may be wrong. I'm sure.
I don't even think they released a partial.
I thought Woods was.
No, I think the Woods and the Factory expansion came at the same time, didn't they?
No. Woods expansion came like 3 wipes before that.
Okay.
Because you got to remember too, is like, so if you look at like the way Tarkov used to be, is it like we talk about like 6 months is a long time for a wipe. It is, because they used to randomly just be like, all right, we're 2 months into the last wipe, time to wipe it again. Here's some shit. Because it was back when they were testing like everything, right? Game fucking started with just Factory. But Yeah, I mean, I just don't think it was worth the reset, especially if it is, you know, what everyone thinks and that they're gonna wipe again in fucking 2 months. Then why the fuck did we wipe?
I mean,
Because we
you
pooped.
just answered your own question, didn't you? They might have had something on the back end
That's
that they needed to get into the game, and it needed to be fresh in order to be able to like run it properly.
oh 100%. I mean, they made like major inertia changes.
Yeah, which I'm sure are going to apply to Arena, which is if Arena is their next big drop, like they have to make sure, and like you said, they want to have an esports ready,
Yeah.
right? So like trying to figure this out, like even giving them just a 4-month window, right? Let's just say it ends in September.
Okay.
That gives them a 4-month window of them to be like, well, this is how it works here, right? Over a period of time, not just like, oh, well, here's a 1-week beta of like the inertia project, right? And then pull it out and then say fuck it. It's like, here, be our test dummies. I now have 100,000 lab rats all tell, you know, like I'm saying metaphorical, not like actual, like,
I gotcha.
test it on everybody at once. Get as much data as we can, see where the desync is happening, maybe why the desync is happening, what's causing it, how they can improve it, and say fuck it. If they have a shitty 6 months or 4 months, whatever, they're getting a new iteration in September or October. I mean, realistically, November is still August too, right? So it could come at the end. He said by autumn. He didn't say
No,
when.
he said before autumn.
I mean, before autumn it'd be now.
That would
We're in
it would be
summer, you know
it
what I
would be
mean? Like,
September would be the last month.
Yeah.
Or 'cause October is technically like the start of fall or autumn.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to see. I want Arena to do well because it's another way for them to monetize Tarkov without having to be like, oh, loot boxes, oh, battle pass. Which, I mean, Nikita has gone on the record multiple times saying that he thinks people like that are garbage and shouldn't develop games. So, yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's all right.
I mean, even think about like you have major titles, like all major titles right now are selling like Battle Pass, booster box, even Counter Strike. You know what I mean? Like there's so much shit out there that's just pay to get this, pay to get that. Like just work for it. What happened to working for stuff?
Well, yeah, I mean, I understand it too because, you know, these games are way larger than they used to be, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, like, they're not going to make back their initial investment, plus what they paid people.
Yeah.
So for games to do like battle passes and whatnot, like, I understand, but I also think that like there's a time and a place to do them. Like Call of Duty being like, oh hey, you know, buy our battle pass, get access to this, you know, cracked as fuck blueprint.
Yeah.
While the other guy's got to wait to fucking, you know, unlock the weapon until level like whatever 20. So I don't know.
I mean, Nikita did tweet about achievements ?
Hey, I'd be down. I was an achievement hunter.
I still think it'd be great to have like, so your guy has like his green shirt on. The achievement should be like patches, right? Like stitched on patches.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. I would love like
or like a cosmetic, like a tack rig, right? Like something that no matter what tack rig you're wearing, like let's just say like it looks like this and it has like all of your stuff on it.
oh, like skins you can put on stuff like that.
Yeah, like on your PMC, like on your character.
Great. It'd be easy to find the hackers too, because they'd just be like patches.
Yeah, well, because there's so much more that you can do. Like if in terms of like, you know, badges, medals, tags, like all these, like you have so much shit that you could hang off of like a tactical rig.
Yeah, or like unlock like new gloves if you get certain.
Yeah, well, I mean they'd have to fix the hands too, so the whole different.
Yeah,
story.
and unlocking doors looks like you're still breaking your elbows.
Well, yeah.
Well, even holding like some of the Mosin rifles, your elbow, your like Just totally broken wristed it the whole time.
Okay, hey, for shit, just for shits after this, right? When you're in game, I want you to fucking look to your right and watch your shoulder dislocate from your fucking socket when your guy runs. Like it looks really cool from like third person, right? When I'm watching somebody run, it looks really good. First person wise, it literally looks like your shoulders are up here and
It's
you're
like bouncing in your face.
yeah, so it's a little bit weird. Hey, so huge thing, right? That most people who aren't far in Tarkov, this wipe would know. There is a absolute colossal fuck ton of quest changes, and some of them are amazing. Some of them are fucking great. You know, one of the things we've always said is, great, Tarkov's gonna wipe. Now it's just gonna be nothing but people running customs for months. All right. Debut used to be just killing scabs on customs. Now it's just kill scabs over the Tarkov territory. Now, you didn't have to go to customs for that anymore.
Yeah.
Instead of making, you know, the Kappa stuff, the streamer items that you need for Kappa, they started throwing some of these streamer items into different things. Like, you need the golden egg for Living High is Not a Crime Part 1. You know,
Did I sell that egg?
probably.
No.
You need the Axel Parrot for Part 2 of Living High. You know, there's a lot of stuff that makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of stuff also that doesn't make a lot of sense, right?
I was just about to say that. Didn't somebody bring up that it takes a dorm room 303 key to make something yesterday?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm talking just quest changes, right? But like some of the stuff like they keep adding the, hey, you can't do this on factory. You can't do this on factory. You can't do this on factory. And that's getting fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like, just give me the quest. Let me decide how I'm going to complete it.
I guess that makes sense for a lot of quests, but a lot of them also it does make sense, like the dehydration and the tremor effect one. Like,
Well, the tremor one you can
would
still do
have-
on factory.
can you? I thought you couldn't.
Yeah,
Nope,
the
you can.
tremor one you can do anywhere. It's just to get kills while being like in pain, basically.
Because I did mine on factory.
Oh, yeah.
But like a lot of the fucking, you know, a lot of them they moved around where like stuff unlocked. But like Insomnia, right? It's just killing PMCs at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
You can no longer do it on factory. Why does that make sense?
I mean, I feel like it's like nighttime factory kills are kind of easy.
But that's the thing, is they're no longer, right? So all these quests have, you know, the little lore text that goes with them.
Mm-hmm. They didn't change the lore text?
No, they're just fucking trying to be like, oh, hey, you just can't do this on factory.
Yeah.
Because we don't want you to be able to complete quests quickly. But then they, you know,
I mean, tell that to everybody that's level 40 already.
well, yeah, but I mean, those are fucking the gods of this game. Landmark and Trey.
Dylan is like level 30 something.
Yeah, Landmark and like Trey 24K, we're going to be level 40 by this point, regardless.
Yeah. I mean, Trey was level 40 like 4 days into wipe, wasn't he?
Nah, it was, I want to say like like a week.
Like
Probably about a week.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, he's cracked at the game. What do you expect?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like cool stuff, like, you know, they added the injector case as a quest reward.
Yeah, but they dumbed down the injector case. The injector case only has 9 slots.
They should. That fucking thing was broken as fuck. You were
Yeah, I mean, I guess at some points you could just literally be unkillable, right?
yeah, like
just pop mad drugs.
yeah, it's kind of nuts on how things are kind of working for Tarkov right now. Oh, also, before fucking we're dumb, I'm gonna move us.
Before we're dumb.
I had to move us just in case. But like a lot of the quest changes I don't like. I do like the fact that now when you kill Sturman, you unlock the new 338 bolt action. So that's awesome. But like when you just randomly like slap the title, oh hey, you can't do this on factory anymore. Why, dude? Why?
Well, they also get they changed some tasks for the better, 100%, right?
Oh yeah,
Like
100%.
giving you all the boss tasks like right around the same time and not having to work like one into the next into the next.
Oh, 100%.
I don't like what they did with Shooterborn. I feel like Shooterborn was tough enough as it is.
So I would
finished it.
I would be fine with Shooterborn if it was just kills at 125 meters.
Yeah.
Because like as a guy who shoots a lot, right? It's literally a part of my job to go, hey, you're a sniper. You're going to shoot this guy at 125 meters. We don't ever aim for the head.
Yeah,
that's
the smallest target.
Aim
No
small.
military aim for the head.
No. Like, you always aim for the center of the chest. Especially because most sniper rifle rounds, like, it doesn't matter what you wear. Like, it's gonna go through it. And honestly, I think sniping needs to be completely reworked in this game because, like, I'm sorry, you're not gonna stand up and flick shoot somebody at 125. Yeah, at 125 meters and hit them perfectly in the head. It's just not gonna happen.
I don't care how buff your arms are.
Yeah, like these guns are meant to be like bipoded, like prone or crouched using the bipod on like a box. Like, come on. They did add some quests too for the Lighthouse expansion, which I have my own gripes with the Lighthouse expansion. I think that the area itself is awesome. The fact that there's only one way in and one way out and there's no extract is garbage. And it
yet to go there, loot everything, and leave alive.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of shit planning, right? Because not only did you do that, but then you threw Shooterborn onto Lighthouse, so you added another map, and now you created an area where somebody can literally just watch that bridge and dome people.
Yeah, and you're literally stuck.
Yeah.
Right, like what are you gonna do? Zigzag between cars? That'll only get you so far before you gotta run.
Yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense to me. I do think that the area looks really awesome. It's also one of the very few times where they didn't destroy the FPS for an area. So yeah, we'll see. I think that they should add one, like a paid boat extract, like a speedboat.
Yeah,
would be awesome.
Like a cigarette boat.
Yeah.
A little Russian go fast.
So probably us, along with the rest of the community, we're kind of a little bit butthurt, right? You can't go into the fucking lighthouse.
Yes.
Well, everybody thought it was a joke during their podcast, right? Like when I don't know what the fuck his name is, the guy
Dimitri or whatever.
Yeah, Demetrius or whatever. When he ran up there and just got blown up, and it was like, oh, I guess we're not showing you this part. And it's like, you knew the whole time that you weren't giving us that, right? Like, this is obviously wasn't like a last minute decision where they were like, we're not gonna give it to them.
My bet is probably in like a month, the Lightkeeper will show up at Lighthouse.
Yeah, for tests.
They'll open it up and stuff like that. But I also understand, like, this is the first time that they're putting an NPC in the game that you're supposed to actually interact with. So it probably was a bit of a struggle for them.
Yeah.
But like that was supposed to be like the big reason why we wiped.
Because I mean now, like, so what's gonna happen, right? Is he gonna have his own? He's gonna have his own guards, right?
He has his own boss protecting him, dude.
Yeah.
That fucking thing that we saw for like the last like 4 months that has antlers, because he's somehow linked with the cult.
Yeah, the cultist leader.
Like, that dude's gonna fuck us up like 100 times.
Yeah. So like, is he supposed to be there to protect him, or is he just preventing us from getting there?
He's supposed to be his like bodyguard.
So if we decide to shoot him, that fucker's coming.
So depending on how they do it, right? I don't know if they're gonna make it so like once you're in his room, like you can't even use your gun, or how they'll plan on doing it. But I guess that's kind of we'll have to wait and see. I mean, maybe you can kill him. Maybe you can kill the Lightkeeper and loot him. Who knows? No idea. I wouldn't recommend it because that guy looks like he's about to come and fuck you up with his antler horns.
It would also just pummel fuck your scav rep, I guarantee.
Oh, 100%.
Like if he's working with a cultist leader, it's
You know, because I don't know. It's one of those things where we're like, maybe not. I don't know. But I was excited, man. Like I wanted to go and see, like, okay, what does the Lightkeeper have? You know, what does this guy sell? But we don't know. We don't know anything. We don't know when he's coming. We don't know if he's coming. We don't know if they scrapped the whole fucking idea at this point because they haven't told us anything. But
well, it's in typical Nikita fashion.
Yeah. But Streets Before Autumn. They've only told us, Streets this year every year for the last 3 years.
Did you guys follow Batter State games?
Oh, 100%. I love it.
Did you see one of the last ones they put up where they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna put our entire team on like fixing desync, and, yeah, he's like, we'll see you next February. Some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the thing, right? Is like desync has come out really, really hard this wipe. Like to the point where like I don't know if you guys ever really watch Landmark a lot, but he was shooting people and then they wouldn't fall down dead for like a second and a half.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Like, it was nuts. Like, dude would swing the corner, shoot him in the fucking face like 12 times with a shotgun, and then all of a sudden this guy's just like, ugh. You're like, what the fuck?
Do that sound one more time.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like, this wipe is... I don't think that they're going to be able to get away with not doing a network fix because people are starting to get pissed. Like, even the guys who are like, oh, no, it's Tarkov, they'll fix it. Like, Tweak. A fucking dude from overseas loves Tarkov. Literally posted on Twitter, who was like, yeah, I had to fucking get off. It was like I was about to punch a hole through my monitor.
Understandably so. I'm thinking about buying a backup monitor just for the day that I inevitably punch a hole through mine.
Yeah.
So I think I should just like
Summit 1G with hair. Be Summit 1G with hair.
Sure, we'll say that. Except Summit's, I'm sure, just sponsored by some fucking.
Oh yeah, 100%. Probably has 14 fucking monitors sitting in his garage.
Yeah. Like, oh, I didn't even open this one yet.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I'm kind of interested to see how things go because, like, they've gone exceptionally quiet since this wipe. Like,
I mean, I'd be too if everybody was yelling at me.
Take a look. So, like, Nikita's fucking posted shit about the Doge shit and, like, achievements. That's it. And, man, that dude normally is putting something up, like, every day. And he's just not saying anything. And I think it's honestly because they're getting their shit pushed in because people are kind of getting tired of it. How long until all of a sudden Tarkov becomes cheap fest again?
I mean, I don't know. The scavs are already cheating.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they did with Scav AI. But...
They're just cracked. Dude, literally, even before, I shot a scav in the face like 3 times, and he just stood there and looked at me in the fucking eyes like, come here, boy. I'm like, well, bro, die.
I'm just wondering if there was some type of fuck up where... Because some of the scavs still act like scavs, right? They're just idiots.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you'll get this fucking scav that 360 jump no-scopes you in the fucking face.
He's their fucking Rambo. Russian Rambo.
And it's just like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's kind of a crazy time right now. I mean, Bungo fucking got massacred by scabs fucking like 4 raids in a row.
Dude, what about yesterday behind the bus depot? We got attacked by like 6 scabs just popped up out of nowhere. It's just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna have World War III here now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like I had done the pocket watch and the secure folder, and I did it 3 times where I got both the pocket watch and that secure folder and was running towards ZB13 or whatever it is, and a scav just spawns like in front of a catch-all and just 2 taps me with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Not even like a player.
Welcome
If it's
to
a
my
player,
world.
I'd be like, okay, like it's a player. But to hear him yell and then bang bang and I'm dead, like there's nothing I can do from that.
Well, it's also like their aggro radius seems all sorts of fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you'll be on the other side of a wall. This guy can't even see you, and all of a sudden you're just hearing Sposhili! And you're like, what the fuck?
Like, so Sheila, you better fuck right off, pal.
Yeah, like, and then there's like, God forbid you run into a scav right now with an SKS. Like, you're dead. You're just dead.
They're cracked.
They're just going to rapid fire that thing so fucking fast.
They're all like baby Sturmans.
Yeah. And that's where I'm like sitting there and I'm like, did they like was a 0 instead of a 1 put somewhere in the code that just absolutely just destroyed their entire AI setup? Where it's like, oh, okay, player, player within 50 feet eliminate. That's all that fucking happens.
I mean, even has anybody else realized that I feel like more scavs are going full auto now?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Like often, right? Before it was like they'd take a shot, they'd take another shot, maybe they would switch to auto and go for it. But like, I'm literally scavs are full autoing me from 50 plus meters away with AKs.
Yeah. And all of a sudden
like,
they've turned into
shots.
like, SWAT.
Yeah,
they're
it's
just
we're versing sniper elite scavs.
It's like if you're not hiding behind something, they will hit you.
Yeah. One shot at me from the
You do not
wall to the scav checkpoint in between at the crack at the green room.
Yeah.
Up in the fucking hills by tower.
Yep.
Like what? That's easy 100 meters plus.
Uh-huh.
You just full auto me with an AK. Like ain't got no fucking problem. Like Jesse Ventura in the Predator. With the belt-fed machine gun.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%.
Shooting into the trees. Like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it just doesn't make a lot of fucking sense to me. Because like, lore for Tarkov, right? I'm real big with games following its own story. Right? And the fucking scavs are basically supposed to be the homeless left in Tarkov after the, the cataclysm fucking event.
The people who couldn't get out.
And they're supposed to be basically, they're untrained, they don't know what the fuck's going on. They're supposed to, but no, all of a sudden it's like we're running into 40 Sturmans running across the map with fucking PS ammo. So, I don't know. It's weird.
So there's another, even with the lore too, right? There's another problem that I know like a bunch of people have, where like scav karma is kind of like the opposite of what scavs are supposed to be, right? They're supposed to be like bloodthirsty, I'll slit your throat in your sleep for a roll of fucking blue duct tape type of shit.
True.
So like why even have scav karma?
I honestly think scav karma was, to be as frank as possible, I think it was a bad idea from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
The bonuses that you get for it are kind of trash. The way that the implementation was kind of eh. And then like, they had the event's last wipe where, they didn't tell anybody, but you shoot fucking Santa and it's like
Santa
minus 40 and you're like, what the fuck? Oh, Bungo, how does it feel to be a good scav?
It's weird. I can actually like do a scav run more than like once a day.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Bungo was notorious last wipe for just going in and just murdering scavs.
Or as I like to call it, Bungo was a cocksucking scav.
I don't think I have killed a scav yet and lost rep.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's also like why I basically have stopped running factory scavs, because it seems like the scavs who go there just don't give a shit, so they're just gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
It's
like, I found a dead guy with a shotgun. I'm gonna kill everybody to get out with this shotgun now. Like, what, bro?
Yeah.
Just take it. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, it's weird. I know, Chef, you've run into the new bosses, right?
I would like to say that I ran into them, but it's more like he ran into me. He was hiding in the second floor of Crack in the back, like in the back corner by the door, by
Okay.
metal stairs.
Okay.
So I ran up the stairs, seen nothing at the end of the hallway, just walked to the door, opened up the door to the library, walked in, no problem. Looked through the library a little bit, found a thing of paper. I come out, still don't see nothing in the hallway. I hit that right corner where the med spawn is, and just bullets through the glass. I thought I was getting shot by the LMG at Stronghold.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then come to find out that I went back and watched the clip, like 6 times. And I'm like, there's no way. No way. He's just not there. And then all of a sudden, there he is, face fucking me into the meds counter.
I mean the new bosses are like nuts, right? They're everything in Tarkov dialed up to 11. You know, Big Pipe, who fucking, for those who don't know, is a guy who runs around with a grenade launcher that is the rotating barrel type of grenade launcher and will just blow you away. Doesn't matter. And then you have Knight and Bird Eye. Bird Eye is essentially Sturman multiplied by 12.
He carries a bolt action, though, doesn't he?
He does. But he also doesn't miss.
Yeah. Well,
If he sees a pixel, you're dead. And then Knight, who, that man is, he's everything that we hate about Killa wrapped into one. And then multiplied. Like, he's nuts. He will full auto you in a straight laser beam line until he drills a hole through the concrete to kill you.
that's what he did to me. He literally shot me through the glass and the concrete.
Yeah. They are insane. They are evil people.
I watched a TikTok this morning of some guy killing all 3 of them at the at Pokeball. He literally he must have triggered them, ran into the bathroom, closed the door. They came in one by one, and he just put them down at the door.
Yeah. It seems to be that the only way to really beat them, because none of them wear head coverings, is to get them to run around a corner at you and pre-fire that fucking corner right at head height. But here's the thing. It is impossible with every round in the game to one-tap them in the head. Because of their health pool. A combined total of like, oh fuck, there was a post about it.
You're talking about like all 3 of them?
Oh yeah, dude, their health is ridiculous. Hold on, let's look at Big Pipe here. Okay, so Big Pipe has a total of 910. Okay, his head is 70 HP.
That just doesn't.
Okay, then you got Bird Eye, 795, but he's a sniper and he's gonna hide and he's gonna kill you. And then I don't know where Knight is. There's Knight. Okay, and then you got Knight. Okay, are you ready for your brain to hurt? Total health 1120 with 80 in the head.
It's like 3 BP shots to the face.
Yeah, like dude's got like you run into all 3 of them every time. They only spawn as a unit.
So now, do they spawn as a unit, or does one spawn, and if you attack it, they all show?
No. They always spawn as a unit.
Okay.
I think we saw them on Woods one time.
Yeah, good luck.
Y'all left.
Oh, I would leave 100%. All right.
It's over 2,000 HP.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Okay. Yeah. So all in all, let's. I would give the Tarkov wipe probably like a 6 out of 10.
Wow, you're generous.
Why? What would you give it, Chef?
I don't know, man. I'm really just. It's been rough so far for me to get shit done. I don't
Well,
know. It's been a
take
happy
like
camper.
I'm saying like take personal stuff out, right? I'm talking like in regards to like content and stuff like
Oh,
that.
I mean, yeah, they added a bunch of cool stuff. They added some like new fun things. I really cannot wait to get custom games going because I'm gonna have a fucking blast with that.
That's what we forgot to fucking talk about.
I mean, I was involved in them the other day, man, and I'm telling you, that shit was a lot of fucking fun, dude.
Yeah, but like
A lot of fun.
the lack of customization is garbage.
I mean, yeah, but why should we like not give it a shot?
Because a lot of the stuff that we had already planned, we're not going to be able to do.
I mean, there's plenty of stuff that we can still do.
Oh.
I have like 8 things written down.
Okay. You guys talk about your custom games for a minute. I will be right back.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, like we can still do like protect the president or protect the VIP, right? You have 2 teams. You can do up to 12 in the queue, right? So you have 2 teams, let's say 4 each or 3 each. No, do 4 each. So it's 8. And you got 2 guards and a VIP. VIP can put on fucking massive fat boy armor, give him a pistol, and then give him 2 guards to like actually protect him. And then the 2 other 4-mans work as a team to try to take out like the VIP, but give him like small arms. So give them all pistols, like flashbangs, like dumb shit. But give the guards like totally decked out gear. Yeah, granted, you're gonna have to fight scavs, but it's just part of the game. I mean, I have so many written down.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
yeah,
seen like Civil War.
I was involved in that. Did you seen the video, the TikTok that I sent you?
No.
Or did you just see the TikTok?
I saw the TikTok with I forgot who it was. I think it was Ash.
Yeah, I was playing in that game.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm one of the players in that TikTok.
That looked fun as hell.
Bro, it was a fucking blast. So granted, we all spawned in together. Yo, shout out to fucking Ash_IV. He's the fucking man. And he also just got promoted to like the head of content creation for Evasions, which is fucking dope as fuck. So yeah, we did, what do you call it? It's Civil War.
Yep.
So everybody had an MP18, no armor on, and we literally lined up and just like fired left and right hand side on each other until everybody was dead. Right side OP. We did like a zombie mode. So basically, you spawn in around construction. We all spawned by the propane tanks. We basically, as a squad, ran from that side of the map all the way to Big Red, and we did everything at Big Red. Every once in a while, like every other raid, there would be like a couple scavs floating around Big Red, but we had one person bring in like a full kit to wipe those scavs, and then we basically just fought it out military style. We did a zombies one, so we did one in factory, in dorms, and we did another one in Big Red. So like all the zombies had knives. He had an MP18, and then we tried to like tweak it a little bit. So we ended up giving him 2 revolvers, the 9mm rhinos.
Oh.
And we just ran at him with knives, basically, just juiced around.
I would love to do some custom games, but I know everybody's kind of trying to.
I'm with it.
Get through the wipe.
Bowser was, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like we said, it's gonna be like a short wipe. I really don't care. Like if I'm gonna grind for Kappa, I want it to be like where it's supposed to be, not at like I'm not gonna feel accomplished if I hit 52 and get Kappa this wipe because it's like so far behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that I'm behind. I'm saying like the task has been pulled back so far.
I'm 100% down to do customs.
Like I was almost at Kappa level. I was like 59 when the wipe ended. 58, high 58.
I don't even know what level I am. Right now. I'm just behind. 17. Yeah, fuck me.
I'm only in like my mid-20s, so you're not that far behind studies. That's like a couple of tasks, dude.
All right, what I miss?
So we talked a little bit about like protect the president or protect the VIP, right? So we have 2 4-mans with like small arms and like flashbangs, and then 2 guards and a president, right? Try to exfil across the map. So the
You can
2
do Michael
4-mans
Myers,
basically, yeah, we could do that, but you can't really. Factory's going to be tough because a lot of scavs are going to spawn in factory. But Big Red, as long as we cleared Big Red area, because like a couple people bring in like a full kit, you just throw it on the ground. You clear Big Red and you throw everything on the ground, and then like do your game.
Yeah, I mean, so that works for some things. Like I saw the stuff that you did with Ash, and don't get me wrong, fun. But like I think like one of the biggest content machine that we could easily put out, right? Like fucking
hide and seek.
Yeah, man, and you can't fucking do it.
Yeah, I mean but so that's the thing, is that there are still other like goofy things that we can do though.
100%. 100%. I completely get that. My issue is not so much the fact that I don't like the idea of custom games. My issue is the fact that when you tell people on a podcast that, hey, we're thinking about these creator tools and shit to add to it, and then you release a literal like, oh hey, cool, you can just load into a raid with your buddies and none of it matters, but we're not going to give you the ability to control anything. You can't control nighttime. You can't control what time of day it is. You can't control the weather. Like, because I'd love to be able to just be like, oh, hey, so...
You can control what time of day it is.
No. You can do the normal daytime or nighttime.
Daytime or nighttime, yeah.
Yeah. But if you're trying to do a nighttime and it's 1700 and 5:30 in the morning...
You can't... Yeah, I got you. Like, if you want to practice farming cultists.
Yeah, like... You can't fucking do like it is a bad implementation of custom games.
I mean, it's a first iteration of custom games.
I understand that, but it is still a bad implementation, especially for the fact that they're like, "Oh, hey, you have to have EOD." And everybody in the game has to have EOD.
Yeah, so we can't just like pull everybody that doesn't have EOD.
Well,
that I agree sucks.
So the thing is, right, and the reason why I say that's just a horrible idea is I get, right, we paid more, but most people don't just go into Tarkov and buy the most expensive edition, right? People who are trying it are going to get the standard edition. So if we wanted to take a standard edition person around and try and teach them Tarkov, you have to bring them to live fucking raids.
Yeah. Which, I mean, there's only so much that you can learn being dragged through a customs game, right? Like, you're not really going to have any action. You're not going to really learn much except for location-wise, which you can just do on your own in an offline raid.
See, I disagree. Because you can learn callouts with a team. There's a lot you can learn.
Yeah.
You can teach people spawn locations. You can teach people where, hey, this is where this quest is going to pop. This is the key that you're going to need for it. You could teach them a shit ton that most people are not going to be able to teach themselves in an offline raid.
Yeah.
But, you figure that's basically the custom stuff before customs became big in almost every other game, right? That's how you taught your friends in almost every other game was a custom game. So they weren't getting absolutely trashed on in live competition.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, hey, only EOD because you paid us $140. That seems kind of shitty.
Yeah. I would agree. But I mean, at this point, like, we all have EOD. We should work with the tools that we have at least just to try for shits and giggles. You know what I mean? We could also do like 0 to hero competitions between us.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like there are things that I find enjoyable that you're not going to find enjoyable. The things that you find enjoyable, I'm not going to find enjoyable. I do not like the stuff that you did with Ash. Look cool. I not enjoyable for me.
I mean, the zombies was super fun.
But that's the other thing is like that's cool if you're gonna limit areas like Big Red, because you can clear Big Red out and that'll be easy.
Yeah, I mean, we did it in dorms too.
Oh yeah, another area that's super small.
yes, I granted, I understand that like having access to the whole map is going to be tough because everybody's going to be solo or like, running around with nothing on and you have scavs to worry about.
Yeah, especially scabs
I
at
mean,
this point.
could you go to like factory and just kill all the
No,
scabs?
they'll just keep
They're going to
respawning.
continue to spawn, yeah.
Okay, that's dumb.
Plus, it would be awesome as fuck if like there are so many ways that they could have made custom games awesome, right? Because imagine if you could set horde mode to like horde mode cultists, or you could go in and be like, hey, I only want scabs to spawn with just their melee weapon. There are so many ideas that they could have given us that it just seemed like they wanted to check in the box because people have been asking for for online co-op, online but offline co-op, forever. That they just went, okay, here's this, but you can't do anything with it. You have less, because that's the thing, right? So you can still do offline, like full offline, and have full customization of everything on there. You get horde mode, everything. But the moment you click online, everything grays out.
Yeah, again, I mean, I also think that they have, like, just for the simple fact of, like, us having it, they gave it to us, right? This could also be, again, like one of those things where it's like the first iteration and they're trying to work out bugs and make sure shit works because it's the first time they did it.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Chef, is the way that they did it, it's going to be the same as a normal game. All they did was make an option for you to just load into a private server with zero customization. So there's no bugs to work out.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Like this is a kind of attempt at doing custom games. Because if it was this little customization, why the fuck did it take them over 2 years of the community asking for them to literally just make, oh, okay, a private server. Here you go. Done.
Oh, they have a lot of server issues to begin with. I know
the game has fucking issues top to bottom, but
yeah,
it's neither here nor there. I mean, I'm getting more back end fucking errors this wipe than I ever have.
Yeah, I've gotten quite a few.
Oh, I had 5 in a row trying to build out a fucking gun. And it would just back end error, kick me all the way back to the main menu. Back end error, kick me back to the... It was fucking ridiculous, dude. I almost snapped my keyboard in half. I was getting so angry at it. But yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, like I said, I think there would be like fun stuff that we could get into, even though we don't have all that customization, just for the sake of like, just like making content for us, right? Like we have this group. It's hard to run big mans, and we have so many people that want to play that. I feel like most of us have EOD.
Oh, everybody that we play with has EOD, 100%.
Yeah. So like getting everybody in together would just be fun in and of itself, and just fighting it out is like 2 mans.
So my other issue with that though is like we're at the start of Tarkov wipe. If I was just gonna play Tarkov, except only fight against my friends, I'm gonna just go play Tarkov online so I can continue my fucking tasks.
Well, yeah, but you can't do that. We can't get everybody down and get like a full custom lobby.
I'm not saying we do it like every day or every weekend, just like
just like once in a do it like once a week and
do like just set one day.
2 hours worth of custom games.
I wouldn't even do it
or something.
I'll 100% tell you, Chef, I wouldn't even do it once a week. I would get so bored of us doing that after the first time that we did it, I wouldn't maybe in like a month and a half I would do it again. Because like that's the thing is you're limited so much on what you can do that I would rather just grind my tasks than go in and fight 10 of my friends.
I mean, yeah, like I don't know. I'm at the point where like you said, it's gonna. We're all under the assumption that's gonna be really short. I was gonna grind for Kappa, but like I don't want to do it if it's only level 52 to get it. Like I feel like that's like taking the easy way. I'd be like, oh, I got Kappa. Ooh. Like I would have gotten that shit easy last wipe. I was like almost 59 by the end of last wipe.
100%.
I was only like 3 levels off. So like for me, it's just like I'd rather make like funny and goofy content than like give a shit about the gameplay at this point because
Well, you're
I haven't
also
been feeling it so
you're,
well. Yeah.
well, you're also getting dicked on a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
I'm doing well. Like I'm not like I'm almost level 30. This is easily like the best like start to a Tarkov wipe that I've had. And I don't like it's like I'm not going to push for Kappa because reality is you know, I have another game that I'm waiting on, you know, Star Citizen. Once that wipes, like Tarkov will probably be 2 nights a week and Star Citizen will probably be 2 nights a week. Because like my biggest thing with this game is I do not want to get burnt out on this game before this game eventually, you know, in 20 years hits 1.0. You know, that's also why, like, you know, with me going on a trip at the end of this year, like, I'll be happy when I get back because it'll be 8 to 9 months worth of fucking shit for me to catch up on. But the other thing is when I get back, if we're in the middle of a fucking wipe, I'll probably wait for the next one. Because, I don't know. Tarkov is Tarkov, and like,
You know, I mean, I'm just looking for another. Like, I feel like it would be a solid way to still enjoy the game that I enjoy without having to be like, well, there goes all my shit. Like, just to fuck around and have a little bit of fun every once in a while.
oh
I
yeah,
see is,
like every once in a while.
not as much as like good content and funny shit for us to do.
Every once in a while, but the thing is like I play Tarkov to progress.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm not really in a point where I even give a shit about the progression. I just want to like have fun and play games with my friends.
But that's also because you've been getting shit on this fucking wipe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, dude,
I like custom games.
The only reason that I don't, or that I'm still playing, is because I want to play shit with you guys.
Oh, 100%.
I'm really just like out of it already.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you know, when Star Citizen wipes at the fucking end of this goddamn month, it is very well possible that I just go, yeah, I'm gonna take a break from Tarkov. It's very possible because this game is, we've now as a group, right, collectively, the 4 of us, you know, to include Jopa, have gone through 3.5 wipes together, and Tarkov has not really changed. You know, we've spent 3.5 wipes of them, you know, us still having the same netcode problems, still having the same cheater problems 3 months into wipe. It's just like, yeah, like, cool, you gave me a new map, then you gave me an expansion of the map, you expanded factory, but they haven't, it's been fucking almost 2 years, it's been 1.5 years since we've fucking known each other, and they haven't fixed some of the things that we've been complaining about for 1.5 years as a community. You know, that's why at the beginning of the wipe, I told you guys, I honestly believe that if they don't start making serious strides, that Tarkov will be dead on release.
I don't think it will, regardless. I think that they have enough of a solid, and like the players who have like these big audiences.
No, because all of them had record lows for wipe.
For this wipe?
Yeah.
Well, you also have a lot of people who last wipe got really big also.
I understand that, but you have to also understand that, like, it didn't matter. Wipe Day, Pestily normally had 100 fucking K people in there. Man didn't even breach like 45K this year. Landmark didn't even hit over fucking 60, and he's normally up there. You know, Willers is normally at like 8 to 9K during these, and he hit like 2.5. I think that people are leaving Tarkov because it's a bunch of the same. You watch this huge influx, and you know, they're like, oh, here's new content, here's this. But on a side note, we didn't fix anything that you asked. We still have the same sound glitch that we've had for a year. You know, it's one of those things where, like, I want Tarkov to succeed. I want Tarkov to be the game that we all want it to be.
I got something in my eye.
And it doesn't seem like it's gonna get there. And I don't know if it's because of their inability to fix the problems, or if they're deaf to the community screaming that stuff needs to be fixed. You know, we talked about it in the last podcast. Fucking Nikita did that Reddit survey where it was like, hey, what are the main problems that you want to see fixed in Tarkov? And like 70% of the community said, hey, your sound needs to be fixed. And literally went, oh yeah, hey, we're working on all this stuff, which was like Scav AI, audio, whatever. And nothing got fixed.
Hashtag still working on it.
Yeah, like hashtag soon TM. It
I don't know. I guess I'm like clawing at a reason to just not stop playing. Is what my
oh, I get it.
current situation is.
100%.
Which is why I want to do custom.
I understand that, but we also don't have the people right now to play it. You know,
I feel like we have like a decent amount of, but even just between like other creators and shit that we could get down to do stuff.
oh, I mean, more than likely. But then we also got to try and get everyone on at the same time. We got to try and, like, that's the thing is.
Yeah, I mean that's make a little group chat and be like, hey guys, like we're gonna do this on this day. Like, how does everybody feel?
Yeah, and then what
we
do
don't
you
need to have a full 12-man even to do some of these things, right? Like we could do like a 0 to hero tournament or like a scav race, you know what I mean? Like whatever. There's so much stuff that we could do as a squad, like just to play between ourselves and to test ourselves.
I don't know. So I might be the lone guy of the group, and that's perfectly fine because I have no issue not doing it. But like 0 to hero fucking, you know, tournaments does not sound fucking relatively fun to me at all. You know, I like goofy ass content that we can do. You know, sitting there and like doing the normal Tarkov shit just as a custom game. Not a big thing to me. Just not.
So you didn't enjoy the PM pistol or roulette that we had?
No.
I thought that shit was funny as hell.
I thought it was great.
I also won, so you know it's
yeah.
like that kind of stuff like is Like I would enjoy.
I think
like
you just need to be drunk when we do this.
I don't do that anymore, Bungo. You know, the last time I was drunk?
No.
Before I met you.
So it's time to do
No,
it again.
I don't drink like that anymore. No, it's, you know, like the fun stuff that we could think of, you know, like fucking, because almost all the fun stuff that we have tried to like plan out for this has gotten ruined because of the fact that we can't do anything with it. You know, we can't do fucking, you know, we can't run around as a seeker and stab somebody with a cultist knife, because what the fuck do we do when half of us get fucking murked in a bush by a scav?
Well, I mean, I sort of like I was saying. I mean, for the most part, like the timers for these scav respawns are not that. I don't think they're that fast, right? So like clearing dorms, like everybody goes in with like a kit, clear dorms, and then between the two dorms buildings, we do like knife tag. We should be fine. Like take out sniper scav. There shouldn't be anything else really there.
Yeah, but dorms is tiny, man.
We have like 6 people for that. 10 people for that. Between the two buildings and outside, like all in the bushes.
I don't know, man.
I think you need to just give it the old college try, and we'll.
I think we could pull it off.
I think
you need an open mind though. You can't come into it being like
100%. I think I would quit Tarkov before I even finished a round.
I think if you just have an open mind,
Your mind should be like Stungy's butt.
yes, gaping.
Ah,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I don't know. Like,
Listen, if you're not convinced, you're not convinced. I'm gonna try to do it.
Yeah. I do want to do
I think we
customs.
can-
So
I think we can still pull it off.
I don't know.
Like even reserve, like doing it all up and down in Pokeball. Scavs don't spawn up there. And you can run it all up and down through the,
We could do,
the
yeah.
tunnels and shit.
do D2 battles. Just have one
D2's
team sit at the
D2's
beginning, and then one team like sit back, and then we just like fight through.
So extract camping the game, Bungo?
No,
No, you're not extra camping. You're just
That's
fighting.
literally
with
what
two
you're
teams.
doing.
We can
No,
play
it's-
knife tag down in D2.
Because there's nothing down there.
I don't know what you
Like,
keep calling
all up and
knife
down.
tag.
Literally anything. We can play hide and go seek down there. You have the entirety of that up top area where the tower is to go down into D2. You can
See,
play
well,
all of that
What
area.
what I don't think you're getting is like none of these areas are big enough for that.
You could play hide and seek down there.
No.
Dude, you would never be able
The
to
only-
find everybody
the
in
only-
a 40-minute raid if you had the entire map open.
Oh no, I'm not saying that you need the
No,
entire
not the
map
entire
open,
map.
but
I'm
like,
saying D2.
yeah, D2 is way too small. We'd fucking
Not just
any,
D2, I'm
if
saying-
any of us, if any of the four of us were the fucking seekers, everybody is getting fucking murked every time.
I don't think so. If you,
I do.
you can't go
Maybe-
into like the buildings. You just stay
maybe-
in the.
Maybe not Bungo because Bungo don't know reserve like that, but like you hide
Yeah, you-
anywhere in the underground, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like I know
I
every
will
spot
take a
down
bet
there.
on that. You will never find me.
100% I will find you.
I don't think you're gonna find me. I put a LEDX on it. If I ever find a LEDX, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying, so like we could use like all the hermetic doors as like barriers and run around down there. Like, don't we can turn up, we can go in there kitted, 12-man kitted, turn on the power, or actually keep the power off, clear raiders from down there. Normal scavs are not really going to be coming down there.
They spawn down there.
Where?
Normal scans?
Literally in the office. They spawn down there and all those surrounding areas.
I've never seen a scav
I
down
don't
there.
think
Yes.
I also think if you're just like sitting somewhere lurking around, like the seekers can be kitted too, right? Like the seekers can go down there with shit, so if they run into AI, they can just shoot the AI. It'll also kind of give
I'm not-
people,
no,
like,
100%,
sound
I'm-
cues for like when the killer's coming.
I'm not worried about the seeker knowing. I'm worried about like us hiding in a fucking corner and some scav walking around and swashieling you in the fucking face.
Yes, I understand that.
I'm not like I had always assumed that the seeker would be kitted to some type of degree. Mostly because I think they should, because I think that they should be overweight so that they make the gigantic stomping noise
Mhm.
when they're coming towards you.
So I guess I don't know how customs work. Is it just what you have in your thing, or can you just take whatever?
No, it's only
Right
what you
now,
have.
what you have in your inventory. So like for right now, whoever's got like better gear could be like seekers and shit like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
so some tank batteries in your ass or something.
No, I wouldn't want to do because tank battery with how they fucked up, or I won't say how they changed the weight system. Like you put a
You
tank
wouldn't be
battery
able
on
to
you,
do it.
you're just like,
You're incapacitated, especially at this level.
I watched fucking somebody try and get out with the tank battery the other day, and it took them 15 minutes to make it from one side of the from building 1 to the industrial zone gate.
Yeah, I believe it. But
No.
no, I definitely think that there are ways that we can get around it by using areas that like aren't as commonly spawned in, and
Yeah, but that's the thing, is you also have to realize too that the way that Tarkov's spawn system works is they're going to spawn where the players are.
I don't know. We didn't really have as much of a problem when we were.
That's
like,
because
fucking around,
like there are really no big red spawns. And the only real spawns, I mean, look at what happened to you literally the other day. You walked around the corner in dorms and a fucking scav spawned in front of you.
yeah. there was also, I don't think, any other scavs in there that whole time. I think they just
No,
spawned in
they're
down
where
there.
we killed the shit out of them. But that's what I'm saying. Is we were walking around dorms after already clearing it because there were scabs on fucking 2 that we killed, and then you went downstairs, walked one way, and then when you turned to walk the other way, he spawned in front of you and started shooting at you.
Yeah, I mean, so again, we could also like do other renditions too, and we could give like the hiders like pistols and basic armor. You know what I mean? This way, like if a scav comes, you can fight the scav, and then you just reposition, go find another place to hide. You know what I mean? There's other ways to give people like an advantage, or like make it plausible.
I don't know. I mean, I will try because I am the epitome of you won't know until you try. But I have a feeling that it is not going to go as well as that we hope.
No, but does Tarkov ever go as well as we'd hope?
But
I could hope in one hand and shit in the other, and guess which one's gonna fill up faster?
Come.
Probably.
What did you say? Did you just say come?
Yeah, hope in one hand and shit in the other. You're still gonna end up with cum in one hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I will try. I am.
I understand your optimism, right, or your caution,
Pessimism.
and like, yeah.
Well,
I understand it. I do, but I think the worst that happens is like we try it one more time. Like if scavs spawn in there, like shit happens. But at least for that, like the bit of content that we can get out of it, like the VoIP alone of us trolling each other is going to be ridiculous.
yeah, but here's my flip side, right? We are already, besides probably Bungo, because Bungo is just in a perpetual state of anger, getting more and more aggravated with Tarkov. How many fucking times is it gonna take before we get pissed because somebody gets fucking one-shotted by a fucking scav with SKS before we fucking lose it?
No, I get it, but like I said, like, what's the hurt in trying? If it doesn't work out, then whatever. Like we try like when they actually make the customizations better.
Oh, I
But
no,
think to
I
not do it
100
is
I
kinda,
100% no, I get what you're saying, but you
And I'm
know,
also not saying I'm running them all day. Like, get a group together, make a designated hour or 2 hours where we're gonna just like
oh no,
run. That could be like our community game.
I understand 100% what you were saying, but I also have watched every single person in our group rage off the game
In the last like week.
in the last fucking 4 days.
And I wouldn't rage off of a custom game though, because I'm not losing anything.
Yeah, we don't lose any gear. So
I
it's literally
understand,
just
but
like,
the rage hasn't even been because we're losing shit. The rage has been because
That's my raid.
No, you just rage for rage at this point. I watch you rage at every game.
I rage when I die and I lose all my fucking shit.
Bungo, you rage at Call of Duty.
There's a lot of cheaters.
There's a lot of cheaters in every game. Welcome to 2022.
Not in custom games.
Yeah, until we find out that Stungies is a cheater and has walls.
Trust me, if I was a cheater, you would know.
But like that's my thing, right? Is like everyone has raged off the game.
Yeah.
And it's not, and most of the time it's not because, does I'm gonna lose my shit? Yeah, 100%. But people have raged off the game literally, and their stuff got stashed.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like I said, it's a frustrating thing when like every person that you're running into is like either a Chad and just like one tapping you in the head, as opposed to like I died to a scav doing some goofy shit when we're all running around screaming and VoIP at each other. Like, bro, we literally, for example, when we did it with Ash the other day, right? Like the first 5 minutes is literally everybody just running and screaming about dicks and shit the entire way to Big Red. Every like clip in the VOD is just like us going like and like just goofy shit the whole time. We're all screaming in VoIP. Everybody's yelling at each other. Everybody's saying different shit. It's just a fucking madhouse.
I don't know.
Just
like I
those
said,
comms
100%. Like, I am not saying that I am not going to try it. What I am saying is that I think that we are going to burn out on it very quickly because there is a minimal amount of shit that we can do.
No, yeah. I mean,
without having control of what the game actually does.
Yeah. So like I said, we can't do like the hide and go seeks and stuff like that, but there is a couple of game types that we could do that would be fun just for the lulz and for the content. Man, that's all. That's all I want to do is make fun content.
God, if we wanted to do fun, we wouldn't be playing Tarkov. Tarkov is pain. All right. I think shit, we're at an hour and a half. Yeah, 100%. Time to wrap this baby up. As always, okay, I am going to give a good big shout out to Miss Chaotic Weenie. She does basically she's done everybody's emotes at this point. She did the background for this. You're gonna get what you pay for. She's not gonna I'm not gonna say like she's not gonna be the best emote artist in the fucking world. She's not gonna be able to, give you like rolling emotes across the screen. But I do enjoy every single piece of emote that she puts out.
And my new D&D character that she drew.
Yep, she will also do those. And a lot of the times she doesn't actually put out, she's not going to charge you most of the time, unless you're asking for like a slew of emotes. Okay, if you're asking for a bunch, she's going to charge you. That's okay. It's still going to be less than what you're going to pay. And then you'll have me yelling at her all the time to try and get it done for her. But I think that's about it for me. And go ahead and say our goodbyes. This time we will start with Mr. Bungo.
Start with me. You can find me on Twitch at Stungies. YouTube, I'm slacking on my content there, but once I'm out of my slump and I have a hand that works, I will be posting more content there. That's it.
Jeffrey.
Guys, thank you for sticking around and hanging out. Those of you guys that are watching live, appreciate you guys being here. I am Chef the Shooter once again, and I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Chef the Shooter. Pretty much that at all other handles: TikTok, YouTube, Twitter.
You lie. Your Twitter is not that one.
Oh, that's true. My Twitter is Chef Shooter. If somebody else took my fucking name, quick.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to pay me for that.
Oof.
Fuck you, Stungies. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate you.
All right. Hey, I appreciate everybody for swinging by this live. I am Berserk Bowser. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube. Same thing. I will be editing this and posting this on Spotify. So for those of y'all who want to catch it live, because I do enjoy the live, even though it's weird not talking to chat. Yeah.
God, I miss you.
I think that is it for all of us. I hope all of you guys have a fantastic night. And we will catch you guys in the next podcast.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't go anywhere, chat. We're not ending.
I gotta poop.